Look at the color of this beautiful plant. It's really hard to tell it apart from the blue sky and the even bluer, super awesome Montero of mine. But it is easy to tell apart from the puppies that somehow snuck up on me without me noticing. Anyway, this, my friends, is the fabled Agave tequilana. That beautiful iridescent color. It's also called the Blue Weber Agave. And it's architecturally striking because it's so upright and these linear lines shooting up toward the heavens. It's super beautiful. It's an easy plant to take care of. Let's just look at it a little bit. Look at it closely. See all the indentations, the little marks from the overlap of the foliage from earlier. And so I saw it here in this situation, and I thought this is a great little. I mean, it's just a kind of a Motel 60 kind of place. But if you don't want to water, and you want something really tough and durable, and beautiful, and colorful, this might be a good choice for you. Let's take a look. What's also nice about this one is that unlike a lot of the agaves, it's really not that vicious. If you go with the grain, you don't get plucked. It's only when you go against the grain you get a little plucked. The thorns are not that big. There are thorns on the tips of these, but you can trim them off, just break them off. And then they're innocuous, like that. Just pull it off, whatever, cut it off with your scissors. But anyway, it's also a good plant to create a barrier around your property. Like if you're worried about people climbing in your window, what do? Plant some agave out front. And this is a really good one right here. And this is very different from and it also, this is an agave that you could, you literally could sell someday once they get big. After about 5-7 years, right before they flower, you can cut all the foliage off and you'll end up with a big, beautiful pineapple of agave heart. Pull that thing up, and if you throw it in your oven with some moisture and you steam it, it becomes extremely edible and really good to eat. Or, like this one's starting to make a pretty good sized piña down there. And then if you then take it out of your oven and then you boil it down and distill the aftermath, you're going to get something that is a lot like tequila. And look at the beautiful contrast between the blue agave. Well, you can't really see it in the grass. Here's a better angle. The blue agave in the grass. How about that right there, huh? Beautiful contrast plant. And I wanted to show you, I noticed that there was an agave Americana over here. You can also make tequila out of this thing, but this thing's vicious. Look at these thorns. I would never want to have one of these around. These are pointed downward. They're the opposite. So if you go up, you're going to get plucked. If you go down, you're kind of okay, but that is like shark's teeth. I wouldn't want anything to do with these thorns here. These are really common. They get huge. They get 3 times the size of a agave tequilana, which makes them that much more difficult to get out when you're done. You can also make mezcal out of that. You can't make tequila because tequila can only be made from this plant here, and only if you're in a very select region of Mexico. If you're outside that region and you make alcohol with this, you can't call it tequila. You have to call it agave spirits. Yeah, like blue agave spirits. But anyway, I wanted to show you this plant. We have these at our nursery. We always sell these. They're wonderful. But look at this beautiful hedge they've created here. It's really interesting. Oh, here's a great angle. I'm gonna end with a really good angle of this plant. This plant is a clone. It's not even found in nature anymore. People have been growing it for so long that they have cloned it over and over and over again. And now they're all exactly the same. So here's the contrast I was telling you about right here. Let's get a kind of Beautiful. Close up there. Actually, there's probably a better angle with the canary palm off in the distance. How about this angle right here? I'll leave you guys with a little bit of brick red and some blue agave with the canary palm off in the distance by the freeway. Come on down to Golden Gate Palms. Get yourself some agave, tequila agave, agave tequilana.